Hello, my name is Kimani Sanchez and I'm going to be presenting my biome project, including my biome is the tundra. Now I'll be going into the tundra geography. The tundra is a vast and trees the land which moves about 28% of the Earth's surface. The circumnavigating that goes around the North Pole. The tundra's ground is permanently frozen so that for the reason there are no trees. The ground can barely support anything. In the winter, the tundra is really dark, and in summer, it is bright, and the water melts and then turns into lakes and streams. Okay, now I'll be showing you guys some pictures. As you can tell, this is probably what it looks like in winter in the tundra because everything's frozen and there's practically no water. And in the picture in the middle, you can tell that it's so because there's lakes in the back and plants are. Okay, now I'll be going to the tundra's climate. The climate in the tundra it's really cold in the winter, also throughout the summer. So when it's cold, it's usually negative 18 Fahrenheit, and in summer it can usually be up to 57 Fahrenheit. Okay, now I'll be going into the tundra's plant info, starting off with the Arctic moss. This plant, the Arctic moss, is one of the types of plants that grows in the tundra. This plant is the Caligium, the giganteum. It grows in harsh places like the tundra. Okay, another plant that grows into the tundra is the Labrador tea. This plant goes up to be 4 to 5 feet. It has woody branches with a lot of narrow 1 to 2 inches long on their leaves. As you can tell, the Labrador tree is right here, and it's kind of tall, and it has long branches and trees and leaves. Okay, now I'll be going into another plant which is from the tundra, which is called the Arctic willow. This plant can be found in the northern Alaska and in northern Canada. Okay, now I'll be going into the animal facts, starting off with the Arctic fox. This animal lives in the tundra. It can also survive in the weather because of its fur. It can also use its fur to camouflage from its predator. Okay, another animal fact from is the caribou. This animal can live in the tundra. They also adapt to certain places. How do they adapt? Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Another animal that is in the tundra is the snowy owl. Has to have. You could go hurt. They mate so they can reproduce and so they can hibernate and migrate. Okay, now I'm going to go into interesting facts about the tundra. An interesting fact from the tundra is the Arctic tundra is one of the world's youngest biomes. Another fact is most of all the tundras are in the northern. Another interesting fact from tundra is cut from the Finnish called Tundra. In summer, in the tundra, the layer of soil may have freeze, so it can let its plants grow. Lastly, carbon dioxide sinks is a biomass. Sinks is a biomass. It is one of carbon dioxide sink. Okay, some pictures to show you how the tundra looks during summer, winter, and certain times. Okay, right here you can tell it's kind of winter, not so much because it's frozen. There's mountains, but not so much. The ground's not frozen enough. Okay, right here you can tell it's summer because there's plants budding right here and it's not frozen. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys my food web with including these animals from the tundra. To start off, the energy producers are the plant lichen, grass, and Arctic wildflower. Now, as you can tell, the animals that eat the lichen is the Arctic hare, the lemming, and and also the muskox. The animals that eat The grass is lemming, muskox, and Arctic hare. The animals that eat the Arctic wildflower is hairy caribou, lemming, and that's pretty much it. The animals that eat the Arctic hare sterna is the hawk, which eats it. Yeah. Another animal is the polar bear and the wolf that eat the Arctic hare. The animals that eat the lemming is the hawk and wolf. Now I'll be going into what makes my tundra's animal species go endangered. To start off, it is the grizzly bear. Grizzly bears don't have many enemies, but humans see them as game animals, and then kills them as a threat to their livestock. Farm animals regarded as an asset. Also, people hunt them to sell them to medical places. When the medical assistants think that they are false, then the hunters take videos to prove that they are real. Another endangered animal is the polar bear. The polar bears are a serious danger of going extinct. Global warming is affecting the polar bears because it's destroying their homes. Also, it's affecting them because then the polar bears would have to know where to live or go. It also leaves the polar bears with insufficient time to go hunting. So with that, then polar bears won't be able to hunt their prey under the frozen sea. Also because they wouldn't have anywhere else to go. As you can tell, the polar bear here has nowhere else to go because all of the ice, as you can tell, is melted and only has um, one piece to stand on. And this is due to global warming. Global warming in the tundra is the overheating of the earth. Human caused global warming because of all the burning of the coal. Global warming affects the tundra because it would melt most of the permafrost. With that happening, that will depend on which animals will. This would affect the animals in the tundra because some animals, including the polar bears, need the Arctic ice.